ownership, man. That shit is crazy though. Watching how many people come in, like look at LeBron. Like LeBron, like, all right, hold up. We on what? LeBron 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do something, fellas, because like LeBron and like you saw Nike was like, all right, listen, how about we just give you $900 million like over the next 30 years? Like, could you do that? And he like, all right, cool, because they gonna have to do the same type deal they did with Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those joints.
Yeah, Jordan made I think $140 million or some shit like that.
It was close to 200.
Close to 200, yeah. Off of shoes, it was like the closest person to him was like fucking $30 million or some shit like that.
Shit is crazy, man. Get your money, man. The Warriors won the chip.
Last week we was here. We was saying it might be scary hours for the Warriors. Cleveland got one. No scary hours. They went back to just like Matt said, the Oracle was fucking rocking. They went back to the Oracle, and they pulled the victory out.
Crazy, I said the Warriors by 8. They won by 9.
Yeah, and the day of the game, I went on Twitter and I was like, "Yo, Warriors by 9. Warriors by 9, but if they lose, it's scary hours." And then I went back and I was like, "Oh shit, they won by 9." And I was like, "Well, it doesn't matter." I didn't bet, so it doesn't matter. Shit doesn't mean anything. But yeah, Warriors won the chip 4-1. This was the most watched finals since 1998. You know who was in the finals in '98? Jordan. So the question now becomes, what's next for the Cavaliers? Apparently, we just saw something come across the news blurb when we was walking in the studio, and they are actively pursuing Paul George now. Paul George told the Pacers today, I have no intention on re-signing. I just want to play my year out, and I'm going to the Lakers. So I guess Cleveland is trying to do like a Dwight Howard deal where they bring him over as a rental and try to convince him to stay. What do you think about that?
I don't like it. That's my one knock with where we're at now. It's like, I watched the Celtics Lakers documentary, the
30 for 30.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't see it yet.
It's great. It's flat out great. It's 3 parts to it. The first part goes over the history of the teams, like where they originated, where Boston started, where LA started, Minneapolis, all of that type of stuff. And then it gets into the Celtics having Bill Russell, Red Auerbach coaching, all of the history with them winning all the chips every year. And then the Lakers having Jerry West losing every year. And then finally getting Wilt Chamberlain and winning one. You know what I'm saying? Part 2 was Kareem coming to the Lakers, Boston going into a little bit of a rut, but then drafting Bird, the Lakers drafting Magic, and now it's on. You know what I'm saying? They battled in college, now it's on. And then the third part is them going chip for chip, finally meeting up in the chip, all of the bullshit, and then going on past now to Kevin Garnett and them going up against Kobe and shit. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, it's a real good documentary. It was wild, though, it shows the racist, like the racial undertones of the way the world worked in the 50s. Bill Russell and them, Kareem, them some solid shit. They went through a
whole different type of thing.
When Kareem, for all of you that don't really remember, Kareem's original name is Lou Alcindor.
Yeah. When
Kareem changed his name, got into the Muslim faith, and became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it was like such a shock to the world, because Kareem was the best player in the league, and he was MVP and all that shit, and he started wearing kufis and became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and like Kareem was like, they were like shocked, and it was like I didn't say white people were bad. I was just, black is good, like black is. I love being black. I love myself. I love my heritage, and he was doing an interview, and the white guy interviewing him said, Kareem, there's a village in Africa where the people grow large like yourself. Will you be visiting them in the offseason? And I Kareem looking at him like, white nigga, what? Yo, the shit that they went through was crazy. But I'm going to say this about those teams. And it's crazy because they got this whole thing now with the super teams. Yeah. Like who started the super team. The Celtics had a team with 5 Hall of Famers on it. There was a Hall of Famer coming off the bench. Yeah. The Lakers had a team with 5 Hall of Famers. Like, Kareem and Magic is a super team. Right. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Then like, add Worthy and Cooper and
Jamal Wilkes and shit. Like, the Celtics.
Bob McAdoo.
The Celtics front court was Bird, McHale, and Parrish. Those are Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Bill Walton was coming off the bench. He's a Hall of Famer. He backed up Kevin McHale. Yeah. Like, those are super teams. Yeah. Both of them teams, one of them went to the finals every year of the 80s. But it didn't seem like they were going tit for tat on getting people.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we have now with the Cavs and the Warriors, to where now the Cavs have to go get Paul George. If they get Paul George and win next year, the Warriors are going to get C.J. McCollum. It's just going to go back and forth now, and I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see, like...
Warriors fuck around and get Russ and put him at shooting guard.
Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see competition.
Yeah.
And I was telling my homie, that was my biggest knock with this year. It ain't even Kevin Durant. I'm not a Kevin Durant fan, but it ain't even him. The playoffs, the teams in the finals were 12-1 and 12-0.
Right.
It was just no competition. None. And even the finals, it really wasn't. Like, it was 2 close games. The rest of them shits was blowouts.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Like, if this the NBA y'all want to watch, y'all like it, cool, love it. I'm not going back and forth. I go on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? When I want to watch basketball, I just go on YouTube. Real shit. It's like, I don't even want to deal with this sometimes. I don't want the Cavs to get Paul George, though. Like, I want to see, like, other teams have players. They were saying today that the Celtics was looking at Anthony Davis, and it's like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, I read a little bit into the story. They was basically saying, like, the Celtics have all the necessary pieces to acquire him, but the Pelicans aren't really interested. I'm like, yeah, you think? This is their fucking whole franchise. This is shit is like losing Chris Paul all over again. Like, I'm positive they're not, like, looking forward to parting ways with Anthony Davis.
I don't know. You want Paul George to go to the Cavaliers?
I mean, for the purpose of the finals, it'll make it a closer finals. So I'm cool with that. I mean, he ain't going to do shit in fucking Indiana all season.
No.
Except try not to get hurt every play, like waiting on his payday.
How do you feel about the draft? How do you feel about the Sixers getting?
I'm happy about that draft shit because it's like we see movement in the draft. The last
are
years,
you still a Lakers fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm absolutely a Lakers fan, but it's like the as far as like what the Sixers are trying to do, it makes my job as a nightlife person that much easier because if the Sixers is popping and they pulling out 21,000 people every night, it helps the fucking viability of the city. Yeah. So it makes the shit more vibrant. I've been complaining for the last month straight, like Philadelphia is fucking horrible, a horrible place. Like the fight was on last night. I didn't go nowhere. This is like the 4th Saturday in a row where like nothing was going on, like no type of meaningful event, nothing. So from like fucking Memorial Day weekend to yesterday, 3 Saturdays in a row, nothing fucking going on in the city of Philadelphia on a Saturday night. And then somebody fucking rest in peace to the guy that got killed outside Reserve last night.
I didn't know somebody
got shot 20 times.
What?
20 times.
Man.
So it's like the handful of little places that you can go where it's a cool vibe and you expect them not to be on the bullshit. You go there and it's still some bullshit. Motherfucker get killed, you know what I'm saying, outside of Reserve last night. So it's just like...
Did you see the video of niggas in Davids?
Oh, my goodness. There's a part 2 to the video.
Oh, Lord.
I saw the part 2. Somebody had the slideshow on IG with the part 2. I'm just like, yo, y'all fucking apes, man.
What was in the part 2?
It was just more of the same.
More apeness.
Yeah, more apeness.
That niggas was sitting on the bar with, the old-ass Hennessy.
Yeah, in the front.
Like, yeah, they were sitting up on that, throwing up signs, and I'm just like, y'all really, really ridiculous.
These are y'all MCMs that yell gang gang.
Gang gang.
Yeah, straight fucking ape shit. You know what I'm saying? Beating the shit out of it. Like, people trying to stop it. Oh, no, you get your ass whooped, too. We still don't even know what started it. Like, I just saw an Asian guy and a white guy getting washed. Then a whole nother white guy. The part 2 was a whole third white guy. He tried to stop it, and they washed him. So the second video was him being washed, like the aftermath of him getting washed up by the young boys.
Yeah,
niggas was running from outside, inside, punching people.
I'm gonna say this, man. It's like I love Philadelphia. I got a big 215 tattooed on my arm.
I got a fucking Liberty Bell on my arm.
Oh yeah, shit, you do. I never figured it. Yeah, like I love this city. I want to move.
Yeah,
I want to move bad. I told my girl, I'm like Vegas, LA, or Seattle. I really just want to get, because the aggression levels for nothing. True story. I'm driving the other day. I pull out the depot. What is that little block? Chalmers, I believe. Mm-hmm. That goes past where like the id be at and all that. I come down Chalmers. It's a shop right behind the depot, and the boy will be working on cars. He cool, whatever. I see him all the time. It's a chick. It's an Impala in the street. Like the back of it is, it's a median.
Yeah.
She's in the median, but the back of the car is in the street. A car can't get past this, let alone the bus. So I pull up, I beep the horn, like looking to see. I see her. She's coming, walking over, like dragging her feet with furry slides on, and she's like, got an attitude. And she like, the fuck is you beeping the horn for? And I'm like,
was supposed to call you on the phone?
I was like, yeah, I should have just hit your jack. I'm like, I was trying to figure out who's driving this car, and she was like, all right, the fuck, and she's walking to the car, and I'm just looking at her, and she turns around, and was like, what? I'm like, bitch, I haven't said a word, but you're about to make me. And she was like, I'll leave this shit here. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm going to just call him and say it's something obstructing the bus, and I'm going to get 4 wings. This shit going to sit right the fuck here. I don't care. I get paid $30 an hour. This shit can sit here until tomorrow. And the boy even like, yo, move the fucking car. And she got in all slow, pulled up, and I'm just like,
why?
What the fuck was the fuck was that?
You dead ass wrong.
How about if you just don't block the street?
You don't gotta hear my horn.
We don't even do any of this.
God forbid you park in a fucking parking spot, you fucking moolie.
And it's like, dog, that right there, because that shit lead to, if bull come up on some
aggressive.
Now I gotta, and it's just like all of that for what? The aggression level is just way too high. Like I go to David's not often, but I've been there. I've ate there.
I was there twice in the last 2 weekends.
2 weeks. Me and my lady go out. There is nothing on my, like when I go out, I'm not bringing my problems. I'm not bringing my frustration. I'm not bringing my poorness. I'm not bringing any of that shit with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just going out to have a nice night with my woman. That's that.
I got $59 in my checkings account. This bill gonna be $44. I'm happy. Let's go eat something. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers go out into the world and bring all they bullshit with them. And this is why you have chaos for nothing in the most random fucking places, because y'all just can't come out and not bring it with you. Like, think about, like, when's the last time you went to the club with the mindset of, I'll fuck somebody up tonight if I got to? Fuck, that don't even make sense. You go to the nightclub to enjoy the nightlife.
Right.
Drink, party, put your hands in the air. Ridiculous, dog.
What a concept.
What a concept.
It's like you went to a nightlife event
right?
to enjoy the nightlife.
What a concept. You came here trying to have fun.
What, pussy? I kill you and everybody that work here.
Yo.
Like, yo, the people that work here don't even have nothing to do with this.
I remember, like, years ago, like, this is when Julie's place was still going on, like, on Woodland Ave.
Yeah.
And, like, motherfuckers would go there from around the way, and, like, I remember, like, one of my homies, like, trying to sneak his 4-5 in there, and I'm like, why do you need it? He's like, just in case. And I'm like,
you need to go home.
Yeah, you should just go.
You should just leave.
Get out of here.
Go, get out of here.
Like,
go take a nap.
I've never gone anywhere with that. And, I got guns, and I understand it.
Yeah.
I've never gone anywhere, though, with the mentality of, just in case some shit.
Yo, the realest shit Black Youngster ever said is, if I gotta be somewhere with a pistol, I don't need to be there.
Real shit. I don't need to be here. To the point where it's like, I really got to get a dirty joint in here. Just, like, no.
You know niggas be acting up. No, nigga.
No. Sounds you're like acting up.
You're planning to act up.
Yeah.
At the slightest. And the thing about fucking guns and all that shit and toting guns and all that shit, that energy that you put out comes back to you. And ultimately, when you out there and you fake not looking for a problem, but you fake on angles too and all that shit, like, you're going to bump into somebody that's on the same type time as you, and now it's a fucking shootout.
Like, one of my...
And this is how innocent people lose their fucking lives.
Because none of you niggas can shoot. None of you.
You just shooting at...
Just shooting
just shooting and shoot.
Just shooting and shoot. Crossing guard dead. Ice cream man got one in the chest. Everybody who brings the neighborhood joy is hurt.
Then y'all bitch ass niggas gonna meet up and squash the beef.
Yeah.
Oh man, a lot of innocent people losing their lives behind this dumb shit. We should just squash the beef. All right, bet, bro. Now y'all at motherfucking at the local tavern taking pictures together. 4 people fucking dead that don't got nothing to do with this clown ass shit.
Real shit.
Because that's a real thing. Niggas starting beef with other niggas so that they can patch it up and be cool with them. That's some shit that you weird niggas is out here doing too that people don't know about.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Niggas will get on social media and talk crazy to a nigga and then be like, get on the phone and be like, no, dog, you know what I'm saying? What I really meant was, because, dog, you a real nigga. Like, what? Like,
Drake said they going to dish you on the airways. They going to hit you on right after. Like,
it's only rap.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
But no, it's sickening and it trickles down further and further to the youth.
Yep.
To where they can't go. Like, think about how the youth, like the 16, 15-year-old.
Straight up.
Like, think about when you were 16 and 15. The
just running around horny, trying to hit something.
Having fun, being out. They can't even get together now without violence. They can't. They can't do it because it trickles down from y'all. I watched a video today where the mom was yelling at the daughter, calling her all kinds of bitches, and I'll fuck you up. So when that girl walks out into the world, cause she like, you a little 12-year-old bitch, and it's like, yo, when that 12-year-old,
she gonna find somebody to give that energy to.
Exactly.
And 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be somebody that ain't playing with her.
Exactly. Now we got a whole other situation.
Yep.
And
with authority, it's gonna be an authority figure or a teacher or, you know what I'm saying, or a older girl, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's 16 or whatever that's gonna knock her fucking teeth out, whatever the case may be. But it's like, yo, take a fucking lesson from Khaled, man. Coddle your kids.
Yeah.
Love your fucking kids, man. Show them that they gonna get enough bullshit in the world. They don't gotta get that shit at home too.
Like, one of my favorite lines from music this year is "More life, more everything." Like, why? Like, I don't even understand the anger that you got. It don't even make sense because you getting money. That's what you told me.
Right. That's what you've been telling us on IG for 19 weeks straight.
You know what I'm saying? You getting money. You got all the hoes. You the man. Why are you going out with this negative energy? Why are you in the world with that?
Because of these haters, bro.
Nah, they hating on me. Who? Where? You ordered a fucking lo mein. Who's hating? What?
That nigga said, "Excuse me, bro. Kill this bitch ass nigga." Talking about, excuse me. Yeah, you excuse bitch ass nigga. I'll excuse you, all right.
I walk in Davis, boy, like, yo, you trying to rumble? Nah, I'm trying to get some salt and pepper and shrimp. Excuse me. Like, I'm not here for that. I came for the shrimp.
Right.
I don't know why y'all are here. It just don't even make sense. It's really sad, man. Like, watching it all go down and watching just how ridiculous it is and how bad it's gotten just in the last 8 to 10 years. So I really understand it now when I talk to older people and they
totally
shocked.
hands off with you niggas. Fuck you.
It's nothing you can say to them. My grandpa moved he lived on 21st and Diamond when he came back from World War II, 1946. So my grandpa told me all the time, like, yo, Allegheny was all white. The whole Allegheny was. I remember because he moved to 27th and Allegheny.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna say 60 something. He was like, yo, I was one of the first blacks on that block.
Yeah, I can see how it would have been all white because you're literally 5 minutes from the Parkway.
Yeah. Like, he was like, it was all white.
Yeah.
He's like, and I remember watching it turn around and watching stores just go. He's like, the Hollywood Clearance, that was a movie theater. That was one of the biggest theaters in the city.
That's crazy.
He's like, and just watching it all change, and just now you go down Hollywood and 22nd Street, this niggas just sitting in front of the beer joint right next door all day. He's like, that was never. And you know, like, listening to him tell me those stories is just like, I could see the change just from the 90s.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I was a young boy. Like, so it's really, really getting ridiculous to the point where, like, yo, 2025, when that come around, 2030, it's going to be sad because, how do you enjoy yourself?
Right.
You can't go do anything without the looming thought of some dumb shit popping off. So how do you enjoy yourself? How do you release? How do you let loose? How do you have any type of fun ever without some bullshit? And, it's like, I'm sick of seeing it. And I say this all the time, like, y'all clowns too for just reposting it. It's not fun, like, laughing at it. Like, that shit ain't funny, dog. That shit ain't cool, thorough, none of that shit. Like,
I knew that motherfuckers was burnt when I seen. Remember that we talked about the girl in the wheelchair getting beat up. That video, a grown man posted that video initially, and that's what people was taking it off of his page, and he was laughing about it. I'm sitting here like, you a weird ass nigga. I don't find nothing humorous about this, because at the end of the day, if my handicapped daughter or sister or niece or whatever get rolled somewhere for a fucking fight, I'm smacking the shit out of the person that took her. I'm smacking the shit out of the person that did it. Like, all of that. Nobody in the whole, it's 15 of y'all. Nobody in the whole situation is like, this is a bad idea.
Remember when the girls jumped the older lady and all the men was just sitting around filming
The one boy held her phone for her. I'm going to hold your phone so you can rumble the bitch. How about stopping it?
How about stopping this before it starts?
How about these little ass girls stop it before it start instead of holding her phone so she can fight?
Yeah.
And she went around one by one and whooped all their asses and recorded the shit.
Yeah.
As she should, though. But it's like, yo, how are y'all raising y'all kids that they go out into the world thinking that it's acceptable to be aggressive to the point where you trying to fight this little girl that you beat her mom up?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what happened that's that bad that where it's like, no, fuck that, we gotta go right now.
But you know where that come from? It's from her mom saying shit like, I'm a savage, I'm always on go, I'm a da-da-da-da-da. And then that little girl hear that, and like the lady, you gotta see that video, yo, the lady yelling at her, the little girl 12, and she talking to her like it's a grown lady in the street.
No, you can't have, and this is why people ask me all the time why you don't have no kids. This is why.
Yeah.
This is why, because if that was my child's mother and you talking to my daughter like that, and then you putting it out there on social media to be shared, because it came from you putting that out there on social media to be shared, now me and you got a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, it's like y'all got to be like more courteous of what y'all doing and saying, doing to these kids and saying around these kids, because y'all damaging their fucking self-esteem before they even get to go out into the world and even begin to formulate what they want to do or want to be.
It's crazy, man. It's just wild watching it.
You the fuck hurt and miserable, so now you want to get past that to your child. Like, no.
And then the kid is in the street shooting shit up, acting like an ape because he don't know no fucking
then you want to be coming to court falling out like, oh my God, my baby would never. No, your baby been doing this shit forever. This is just the one that they got caught up about. You know what I'm saying?
It's just wild though. It's like I was saying it the other day. Me and my grandpop was talking, and I'm like, you see all these murders, right? All these shootings, all these murders. It's never about nothing. No,
never.
No. It's never like a serious thing that happened. I'm not condoning violence or murder, but there's no reason for a murder to happen in a Wendy's.
Right.
Do y'all niggas realize that nuggets are $1 in this job? Like, there's never a reason for somebody to get murked out in the Wendy's or in the fucking Poppy store.
Yeah, whatever it happened, it ain't that bad.
No.
Y'all can work it out. And furthermore, wild young nigga, you don't have to murder me over no nuggets. I promise you.
Real shit.
I'll be the bitch ass nigga and leave. You can have all the nuggets in here. I'm gonna leave.
Like
Burger King got the chicken fries. I'm gonna just go next door, bro.
Yeah, Return of the Mac, nigga. You ain't seen the commercial? Like, what the fuck? This shit is crazy though, man. Like watching it all go down, and like I say it all the time. 90s summertime, 10 fights. Maybe a shooting.
Right.
Now, summertime, 10 shootings. Maybe a fight.
Right.
And that fight going to lead to a shooting. Like, they don't understand anything else.
Yeah.
There are no put your hands up, hand me a fair one. All right, I respect you, bro. See you later. No.
Kill your bitch ass.
I fucked that nigga up, but he caught me right here. Hand me my pistol. Like that shit.
This nigga got to die today.
Yeah, today. It's bonkers. And then motherfuckers, yo, man, why you ain't come to the... I'm all right.
This PSA been running around since 2012. It's going to continue for summer 2017.
I know where you going.
Do not invite me to your outdoor cookout, barbecue, baby shower, gender reveal, birthday party. None of the above.
Yo.
Anywhere that they don't have TSA security,
Remember,
I'm not coming, fam.
I was at that cookout and you hit me like, yo, where you at? I was like, and you was like, nigga, why?
Yeah, why are you there?
Why are you there? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just out here.
Bullets don't have no names on them.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, I think that to this point in my life, I've served my karmic debt for all the fuck shit that I did in the past. So I don't have no bullets coming to me. Don't know. It ain't nobody out there that owe me no 45 shells. So I'm not about to come and catch one because motherfucker Orlando fuck tied baby mom 3 years ago and he just now seeing this nigga and he gonna shoot into the crowd. I don't need that type of pressure in my life. Yo, I got shit to do.
I've seen a massive shooting happen over a chick. Like
that's all it be about.
I watched it. It blew my mind. First off, seeing a shooting like that, like where motherfuckers are just dumping all over the place, and then finding out a couple days later
what it was about.
It was like, no, y'all lying. No, that's really
real shit. No,
that's what it was. And it's like, what? There were 4 people shot. I thought it was his. Like, how the fuck? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, stop.
Another PSA. You don't have to kill me over your bitch or your lady or your queen, whatever you call her. I promise you don't. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my man, if you tell me you're going to kill me, I believe you. I'm going to leave her alone. She's your problem now. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to kill me over your girl, I promise. And you can tell everybody I'm a bitch-ass nigga because I don't want no smoke. Don't kill me over your girl, dog.
I just feel like life is a thing that isn't cherished.
I cherish the shit out of
We're
mine.
going to get into that a little bit with this next topic, but it's like I feel like life just isn't cherished. I don't know if it's people not cherishing their own, because for me, I can't walk outside tomorrow and kill somebody because I'm throwing my life away.
Yeah.
And granted, I'm ending your life and your family's going through grief and pain, but I'm throwing my life away too. And I feel like my life is actually worth something. And I feel like for y'all to be out in the streets acting the way y'all do, you can't value your own life. You just can't. And my joint is, most of these people, a lot of these people who do all this shooting, do all of this dumb shit in the streets, have children.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like, what the fuck? What are you living for?
And furthermore, a nigga go out here, kill 4 people, get arrested for this shit, fucking cry in the interrogation, and then tell on the fucking drug dealer. Don't give me the electric chair. You know what I'm saying? Ron and them got the bricks out.
We stopped doing the electric chair in 86. I don't care.
I don't give a fuck, please. I don't want that shit. Please. You'll kill all these motherfuckers and then go tell on another nigga that killed somebody to get your time reduced or whatever. Like, these motherfuckers are crazy.
But really, that's happened a lot. Like shooting in the crowd, shooting at schools, shooting around playgrounds. It's
all
just like
nut shit.
Like
nut
y'all don't have no
shit.
scruples, no understanding of it being more life, children.
Yeah.
Like all y'all don't get that.
It used to be rules, no women and children. Now it's like anything is a fair go. That situation like a week ago, the boy got killed. He got his fucking execution style. Whoever killed him was his friend because they were in the back seat of the car, shot him in the back of the head, shot his girl in the back of the head.
I saw that.
That joint or whatever. And somebody posted and was like, "Damn, such and such, you wanted to be a street nigga so bad, you done got your girl killed." Shaking my head, rip. It was like rip the girl name, but like fuck the bull. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, it's like somebody. It's no rules no more.
Yeah,
it's no rules. And we don't even know what the backstory behind it is. I don't even care. All I know is that whatever that guy did, his friends, people close to the situation, feel like he deserved it, but the girl didn't. But that didn't stop her from losing her life, too. Because these motherfuckers don't have no rules, no code of ethic, no morals, no nothing. Everybody got to die. Yeah. Fuck that shit. The bitch going to tell, I got to kill this bitch. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's bonkers, man. We could be here all night with that. Like, I just want everybody to just try being better. Try loving something.
Yeah.
Love yourself.
Have something to live for.
Love English muffins. I don't find something to love and live for this shit.
I can't kill this nigga because ain't no English muffins in jail. Something.
Something. Find something to love and love it. Enough that you can just not do the dumb shit.
For any of the young guys that's listening to this, that's, living that street life and all that shit, I connect with a lot of my friends, live that life. But at the end of the day, they'll all tell you, it ain't nothing live about jail. Like, that shit is not this shit. I promise
nothing.
You. It's not this shit. Like, it may be glamorized. It's not, jail is not the shit. And all the real niggas dead or in jail, it's a lot of weird niggas in jail, too. And you're going to be right in the yard with all them weird-ass niggas. Like, you do not want to go to jail, man. I promise you. There's too much money out here. There's too many women out here. There's too much opportunity out here. The world is bigger now than it's ever been. And you can get rich doing
and it's way
silly
more
shit.
accessible
Yes.
than it's ever been.
You know what I'm saying? We all got these. This motherfucking iPhone. You can reach a zillion people with this phone if you do shit right. You can put a picture up that go fucking viral, and you know what I'm saying, a zillion people will see it, and now you're getting hired for photography jobs, whatever the fuck. A motherfucker could be some sort of a motivational speaker, come on this fucking podcast with us, and then somebody that's listening to the show might work for a university and get them booked for 10 fucking speaking engagements, whatever. Little shit that you do can change your fucking life because of the internet. This shit is unlimited. This shit goes everywhere.
I'm gonna just take it a step past that, and more so not on a material level, but on a personal level. Just walking in the right path could take you to something decent.
To take you to the moon.
Take you out this atmosphere. But doing the dumb shit, having the...
You know where that's going.
Like, you know where that's going.
Dead or in jail.
Like...
99% of the time, dead or in jail. Certain motherfuckers escape the shit. but dead or in jail is the trip 99% of the time.
Real talk. Yeah, just try to be better, man. That was a dope little segment we went into. Just try to be better. Try to find something to love and live for.
Have something to live for. The Sixers got the #1 pick, man. You know what I'm saying? The process is in full effect this year.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my man Ty getting fucking season tickets. It's lit.
Floyd is fighting Connor. That's gonna have something. Find something.
I'm going to that shit.
That you looking forward to.
We doing the Pain Gang joint for that. We renting the mansion. We renting the mansion in the forest for fucking Floyd week. You know what I'm saying?
All right, real quick. Let's stay on something about the cop who murdered Philando Castile got off.
Scot free.
Yeah, scot-free. Goes to show the hardest thing in the world is to be a black male. You can even have a video of you complying and they still don't get held accountable for your death. I watched the video with his mother speaking to the crowd in Minnesota. It fucked me up because it's just like, damn, that really was somebody's son. That was somebody's father. That was somebody's brother.
The most fucked up part about it is I don't think some of y'all might not be fully computing this. There's no charges, bro. Fucker went to trial and lost. They're not being held accountable for the shit. You know what I'm saying? There's zero accountability for this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the DA wanted it and all of that shit, and it's still not enough. Like, what gotta happen to convict a cop of murdering somebody in this country? What gotta happen?
I'm gonna say this. Like, looking at the facts of the situation. This man worked for the school district. He had been there for 11 or 12 years. Right. He was beloved at the school he was at. For all the kids came forward. Right. They always had nice things. He was always a nice dude. Always had nice things. But he's riding in a car with his girlfriend and his infant child. Right. And he's legally carrying a registered firearm.
And alerts you.
And tells you, officer, I have a gun on me. It's permitted. It's on my waist. Okay, let me see your wallet. Bow. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And his mother said it when she was talking. Why would he risk anything with his woman and his baby in the car? This ain't nobody you pulled over that was high on anything, that was raging, wilding.
Right. He not on K2 or PCP.
And my only thing, and I got friends who are cops. My thing, I tell them the same thing. The police will hire people, make them cops, who can always fall back on, I feared for my life. You took a dangerous job. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
The nature of the job is you fear for your life.
The nature of the job is this is why you put on, you know why I don't wear a bulletproof vest? Because chances are I'm not going to get shot at. You understand what I'm saying? And I was saying it to my girl yesterday. We all make, what's it called?
Life decisions?
Not even life decisions, but just when you first see somebody, judgment.
Judgment, right.
We all judge people. We all do it. It's just the way we are. You see somebody, you think, oh, this motherfucker. We do it as bus drivers. Everybody who drive a bus that listens to this, my people at work, they know it. You can tell who's about to ask, yo, can I get a ride? You know it when you pulling up because that's the motherfucker in the back of the crowd staring at you and shit. You know it. The only difference is with me making a judgment like that is when he does get on the bus and does that, neither one of us has to die. Right. You as a cop making a he's black, he's got braids, he's dark skinned, he has tattoos, he has a big beard. This is something to be fearful of. So you on quick draw when this boy's trying to ask you for directions or whatever the fuck he's doing. I feel like you being a police officer, you need to be held to a higher standard of conduct.
Hands down.
So it's just insane to me. The Terrence Crutcher, that lady got off a couple weeks ago. And it's just you can't do shit.
I told him to get in the car. That don't mean you got to kill a motherfucker.
I'm going to say this, and I never spoke about it on the podcast, but I'll tell the story now. About a year ago, a little under a year ago, me and Lee, we were living down the street before we moved or whatever. Lee was on a flight. She was coming into Philly that day, and I was working the 9. I went in and did the first 9, 8:01, for overtime, and I got off at 1:30. So I went to the Weiss, the supermarket up on Ridge Pike. I went to the Weiss, got a couple things, whatever. Took him to the house. Lee's flight was coming in, and I wanted to get a fresh Baldy. So I told her, look, I'm going to pick you up. You can go to the barbershop with me down Woodland Ave. I get a Baldy, and then, we can come back out the way. cool. We get to the shop. I see Ross. He was in there with his son, whatever. And he didn't have his will. I'm like, he was like, take me down to the crib. I'm like, I bet. Take him down to the crib, drop him off. We're leaving from his crib, coming back up to Roxborough. My phone rings. Hello? Yeah, this is Detective. Where are you at? Where's your partner at? And we want the credit cards. I'm thinking it's you or Leak playing around. Right. So I'm like, all right, yeah, eat a dick. Bang the phone. Calls me right back. Yeah, don't hang that phone up on me again. Saying all this shit. So I'm like, yeah, I swear to God, think it's somebody playing.
Yeah.
I bang the phone again. He calls me back. Listen, motherfucker. He's like, you don't. You got till the end of today, midnight, to show up. We're not playing with you. We know exactly where you are. We'll kick that fucking door in. Now, I don't use my address for anything. Right. I use another address. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, yeah, where I live at. Because that's how I know. He runs off the address clean. So I'm like, the fuck? And then it started hitting me. I'm like, you're for real. So it's a cop pulls up on the side of us, like a Philly cop. We're on 70th and 70th and Lindbergh. Philly cop pulls up on the side of us. My girl leans out the car. Is like, excuse me, this guy keeps calling us saying he's a detective. Why the fuck is he calling my boyfriend phone? Yeah. So the cop was like, what? The cop pulls over. I pull over because end of the day, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Is this somebody serious or is this somebody playing? I don't got jack shit to hide. Cop gets on the phone, starts talking to him. Cop calls his backup, his sergeant. The Philly sergeant comes up. He's like, yeah, it is real. They said they got you on tape. You and your partner or something were taking credit cards. Were you in the Weiss today, supermarket? I'm like, yeah, I go to Weiss all the fucking time. I went there after I got off work. He's like, well, yeah, apparently they're saying that they got you guys taking credit cards and, there's a warrant out for you. I'm like, you're serious. He runs the name off. Matthew Kane, I'm like, they had put, it wasn't a regular warrant. It was some other type of warrant. I can't even remember the name of it. And I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, that don't make no sense. So the sergeant, the Philly sergeant was like, they're coming here. Like, because we're on 70th and Lindbergh. Now it's the Philly sergeant, the cops that was there with us, and like two other cop cars come up. He's like, well, they're on their way here, and they want us to hold you. So I'm like, so what does that mean? He was like, can you step out the car? So my girl started like crying and screaming out. And mind you, the whole time I'm like, just relax. Right. They put me in cuffs and had me standing there. So the White Marsh cops come up. Now it's like 7 of them and the detective boy and the Black Explorer. It's 15 fucking cop cars out there now. So the detective boy comes up. It's a skinny boy. He shows me the video. Yeah. Skinny boy and a big boy. We don't look alike.
Right, that ain't me.
That's not me. He was like, yeah, but you guys were all head nodding each other. I'm like, I saw black people. I gave them head nods. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, you sure this isn't you? Because in the video, this guy has hair, and your head looks like it's freshly shaven. I'm like, oh, Lord. I'm like, I went to the barbershop. So I'm like, look, man, I don't know what time y'all on. I work today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I drive. Crazy why I still have my uniform on.
Right.
I'm like, I drive the bus. I was at work today, and I went to the supermarket, came down here. So all of this shit is just, like, irrelevant. You got my girl all scared. This is just getting nutty. So the bull take me out the cuffs. The detective bull like, why'd you let him out the cuffs? The cop bull like, well, what the fuck? He has on a SEPTA uniform, and he, like, it's not
clearly
him.
not him.
So I don't understand what the cops start arguing. And the detective was like, we could take you in for question. And the Philly sergeant was like, nah, you ain't taking him. I wouldn't even let that go down. Because this is like almost factless. Like, the man can show you, I could pull up on my John.
My schedule.
The money I spent in Weiss.
Oh, right.
That's how they got me. When I checked out, I used my card.
So you would have paid cash, it wouldn't have been none of that.
No, the Price Plus card. And that shit's registered to you. You know what I mean? And long story short, the motherfuckers was in there stealing credit cards or whatever, and then they went to Pizzeria Uno. And this is the crazy part. When I left Weiss, I said to myself,
I should go to Pizzeria
I wanted some pizza, but my girl was coming. And that's the crazy part. I almost went to Pizzeria Uno up the street.
You'd have really been fucked.
Wouldn't that have been some coincidental shit? But long story short, they had us out there. So finally, the White Marsh cops was like apologizing to me. And the Philly cop, the black boy was like, they know they wrong. They know they dead ass wrong. Having you stand out here having to go through all that bullshit, they know they dead ass wrong. He was like, I would tell you to sue them. Only thing is they didn't move you. If they'd have actually took you and took you up to White Marsh,
false imprisonment and all
you'd have had but he's like, the fact that you didn't move is just a detainment. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, they know they dead ass wrong. They all apologized. The cops, like the plainclothes White Marsh cops. The detective boy was like, before I get out of here, you sure you don't want to like tell me you were nothing to tell me? I'm like, suck my dick. And the sergeant boy turned around, looked at me. I'm like, man, fuck him. Like, and my girl was like screaming, like, stop. And I'm like, because I started to go there, and it's like, I go there, boy could straight plug me. And, you know, and that's how crazy it is.
You be the angry black guy.
I don't think I ever told you, but that
no,
shit
you didn't.
Yeah, we was out there for a couple hours, and I was pissed. I had welts on my wrist when the tight ass cut. It was just retarded. And it's like, damn, you really can't be black. I'm like, I could have seen O.J. Simpson in the deli aisle. I'd have gave him a head nod. Like, what the fuck?
Most notorious black man in America. I'd have still spoke to him.
But it's just like, you black, one false move.
Yeah,
even if you don't make a false move. Yeah. Like, real shit, and this is the crazy part, it's like, I felt like a weirdo afterwards because, like, why did I comply?
Right.
And I understand that logic now, like, comply or die, that shit, like, I felt like a weirdo because it's like, yo, I know I didn't do shit. Like, why don't I resist this shit? Right. But it's just like, if I do, then what? Like, at the end of the day, I know I'm going home. I know I'm going, like, there's no reason to kill me out this motherfucker. Right. So, I don't know. Like that. And ever since that, my whole view on a lot of this shit when it comes to these shooting of black men, it all changes because I understand it. Like, yeah, you really could just be there in some bullshit. Yeah. And if that shit happens and, like, me and I actually get shot right there and die, I'm aggressive. I was a threat. Well, bunch of bullshit that just, no, I'm driving the fuck home.
You use dangerous language.
My past criminal, when I got locked up, that shit comes into play. Yeah. All kinds of stupid shit. Just on the strength. So it's like, you know, I feel for the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace to that brother. Rest in peace to all the people who've been killed, man.
Yeah, like, I mean, his family, when it initially happened, I was very connected to the case. His family put up a GoFundMe. I donated. So now I constantly get, like, updates about, you know, what's going on and all that shit. It's just like a fucked up thing, man. And it's just like, yo, it's like certain parts of this country are still 1955.
And I saw the mom, she said, like, you know, she hates the city now, and the son loved the city. She's like, he only had one tattoo, and it was the Twin Cities, you know what I mean? And she was like, the city killed him. Like, Minnesota killed him, and y'all let them walk. She's like, I don't even want to live here no more. And I'm telling my girl, I'm like, where does she go? Can't go to L.A., can't go to Chicago, Detroit, Philly, Miami, Atlanta, Texas. It's the same shit. Yep. So it's just like, I don't like... It's
That's
depressing.
one thing I can give the Philly PD for all the bullshit that they do. They haven't pulled that stunt yet because I feel like they know better.
I feel like it kind of happened last week though with the guy on the dirt bike. Did you see that situation? No. Yeah. See the cop. Apparently the guy his name was DJ because that's the big hashtag I kept seeing. Justice for DJ. Okay. I believe is his name. He was on a dirt bike. He had a gun on him, and the cop saw it. He was apparently going away from the cop, and the cop shot him 4 times.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was him. I mean, you ain't see me ask Carl, like, what are your takes on that? That was, I put that in the group. That was, look it up on Twitter and Instagram. But it's just like, yeah, that's why I'm like, damn, it's like kind of hit here. Yeah. Now, you know what I mean? Because everybody who was out there, he was a dirt bike guy, and like a lot of people was out there for the vigil and all that stuff. Right. And, yeah, apparently he was walking, the cops saw the gun, but he was walking away. And he shot him 4 times. So that's what I saw. So it's just a mess. It's like ridiculous. I got pulled over one day on 33rd and Dolphin, and the cop. The crazy part, he was black. He was
they the worst ones.
Yo, he was mad aggressive. I'm talking about ripping my door open. He's like, "You got any drugs, any guns in here?" I'm like, "No, officer. I'm coming from work, man. I drive a 54. I don't give a fuck what you drive. You got anything in this car?" I'm like, "No." No, dog.
Turn it down, bro.
You doing this for nothing. He was like, let me see your license and registration. I'm like, I'm not reaching for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I tell the partner, I'm like, you get it out the glove box. He's like, it's not booby trapped, is it? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to blow the fuck up too with it. Like, what the fuck?
Cop saw a gun and said, don't do it, and guy started to run away.
Yeah.
Well, that's just going to be his story anyway. Take shit like that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Cop, I mean, well, you know, once you smoke somebody, you're going to be like, well, I told him don't do it.
Yeah. Like the cop ain't about to smoke you and then be like, "Yeah, I shot him for no reason."
Yeah.
Like,
no, he definitely was walking away for sure. But no, I told him don't do it, and he did it anyway. That's why I shot him. Fear for my life.
I don't like that fear for my life narrative. Like, why is that always?
That's always the story.
Like, I feared for my life.
It's like,
really?
duh, you a fucking cop.
Like,
some transit tourist caught it on camera. Well, that makes it a little bit better then.